Welcome back, Super Savers. I'm in one of my favorite stores, Nordstrom Rack. Of course, because you know the deals are right here. I'm checking out a few wallets right here by Marc Jacobs and Tory Burch. And we know the prices are right. And I managed to view a couple of the price tags and the original prices as well. And by the way, these wallets, you can find these card holders, you know, under 40 and 50 bucks. It just depends. Tory Burch is going to be a little bit more, but hey, there's a red sticker there, so you know they're on sale. The price is going to be right. And I did like those gold ones as well. These are a couple of All Saints bags, leather totes, nice for, black goes with everything, of course. I was in here mainly looking for a few softer pieces and colors and bags. I did like that this pink little bag from Stod, and you can see there the price, the original price, and then you can see the clearance price that was on there as well. It's a Tory Burch bag, a little puffer bag. It's very cute. Original price, what, $299.97, and of course somebody toured the other part of that red sticker. I don't know how they do that. This bag was a really interesting bag. It was an interesting color. It did give Tiffany vibes because of the blue. However, the only thing that I had with this bag, there was no issue, by the way. I just didn't have a lot of things in my wardrobe that were going to match this bag. I felt like this was going to be one of those items where she would only pop out occasionally because I just didn't have the wardrobe to support her. Now, this bag, on the other hand, I know it's still in the blue family, but I liked it, this bag, and the price was definitely right for a Tory Burch bag, period. Very nice color, nice summery and spring color. Of course, I wouldn't be wearing this in the fall, but it's very nice. So that's just one thing to keep in mind when you are considering purchasing a colorful bag or colorful pair of shoes, wardrobes. You guys get it. But white, we tend to gravitate to white and black, brown pieces. Why? Because they go with everything. I know it's okay to have that one nice pop of color, especially if it's a Chanel bag or something. But look, this Sam Edelman, and then you have the Veronica Beard bag. This was 81. Original price was at, over $2. So I don't know why I was looking at this sparkly bag. I just thought it was somewhat cute. It was by Ted Baker London. You can see the price right there. It was definitely right. And like I said, if this was a clear the rack, you would receive an additional 25% off. And like I said, if you want to upgrade your regular totes to a Marc Jacob, a designer bag, you definitely can do it here. Look at these prices. Look at those prices. You can definitely afford this, and you don't need to be on any payment plans or AFRA. You don't need to do any of that. These prices are totally, priced to sell legit. You don't have to be going into debt trying to own a tote or any kind of designer bag. I just don't see it. I guess because of the kind of savvy shopper I am, it's just, it's a lifestyle now for me to go here to Nordstrom Rack or any other store, Saks Fifth Avenue, Bloomingdale's, and receive the best deals, because that is my new normal now. Even if I wanted to get away from getting the best deals on this jewelry and everything, I couldn't, because now it's like I'm just a magnet for the best deals and stills. And that's why I created this channel. I couldn't keep it to myself. I wanted to show you guys, like, these All Saint bars. Look at that. Do those not look high end? This is costume jewelry for the most part, unless it says $9.25 on there, sterling silver. Don't get it twisted. These are costume jewelry. You're paying for the name. And they were $24.97, by the way. I am highly still looking for something. There's the matching necklace. And I love that these hoops, these gold hoops, you would never know. You would just be mainly mesmerized by the hoops themselves. You wouldn't even care if they were real or not, because that's how, cute they were. You guys saw with your own eyes. And this is their higher end, the finer jewelry. This is their fine jewelry counter. Now, I have snagged many of deals looking in this particular countertops right here in their fine jewelry. I've purchased two Versace watches that were silicone based, very nice, like all for under $70. And the original price was like $250 to $300. Bonnie Levy, once again, these is nice pieces, but you're paying for the name. And then I'm finally making my way over here to their costume jewelry because I liked it. Some chandelier earrings, and you guys are gonna see them, as I comb through all of these, pieces, interesting pieces. I have nothing against costume jewelry. I will rock a costume jewelry. It has to be a staple piece, has to be really nice. I have upgraded all of my jewelry, all of that jazz, and you guys can too if you want to do it. I show you how to do it because I'm here at Nordstrom Rack. You can definitely get the pieces here, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and that's exactly what I did. I donated them. I given them all away. And those are the shadow earrings right there. Take a picture, a shot of them. Those were so nice. Do those not look like high-end quality? They do, and they're just costume jewelry. But see, if the one thing about me, if I'm gonna rock a costume jewelry, I'm gonna rock something like that. I'm gonna rock something like that. Now this oil, it didn't even hit a lick of watermelon sugar. I was disappointed just for taking the time out to just smell it. These were on sale as well. Now my favorite part at Nordstrom Rack, of course, is the jean rack. So I'm here at the clearance rack. These jeans were, look at that, $34.99. Look at the original price though. About to show it. You guys, the original price is on the tag. I'm moving it. Look at that, $259 for these French vanilla jeans. And they were $35. This is why I say what I be saying. I created this channel because I could not keep these prices to myself. $35 for a pair of good American jeans. They really hug your waist. They snatch you in. You don't need a belt, period. This is where I've gotten most of my good American jeans. And now they've made them their way into TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Ross, Burlington. I'm getting them there too. So it's like I'm in jean heaven right now. And these red tags, just know that Clear the Rack Day is coming. 25% off. You guys are really going to get a steal right there. So always check out this clearance rack. If you want to upgrade your regular ordinary jeans and you want to go to extraordinary designer, more high-end brand names, you definitely can do it here at Nordstrom Rack. Okay? And look at those prices. You're not going to be paying $100. You're not going to be paying $200 or $300. No, you're going to be paying $30 and under. I've gotten designer jeans for as low as $15. Why? Because then when the getting is this good, I can afford to just, vamp up my wardrobe closet with nothing but designer jeans alone if I want to. And, by default, I have done just that. Now I've made my way over to the shoe department and I am in the clearance section because that's where it's at. A bunch of, great prices right there. Look at that. That is almost $100 savings. And I don't know why I was looking at the Adidas shoes. I just was, taken in by the monochromatic black and white and then black on white, white on black. You guys get it. I was looking at that. And these silver shoes, I don't know why. These are by, I believe, I don't know whether they by Vince. No, they were by a brand that I'm not really that familiar with. And, those were $29. I guess that's why I had them out. And as I move down here, looking at a bunch of sandals, slides. I actually liked these, leopard printed shoes, even though I'm not a leopard girly. They were definitely reasonable. And then the short heel. And as you can see, this day they had a lot. Those are like some retro, old school Nikes right there. Had a couple of jelly slides. You know, they had a lot of cute stuff, you know, at this particular time that I was there looking for some staple pieces. And these were, you know, Sam Edelman, of course. Look at this, Stuart Wiseman. You guys won't believe the price of these shoes. Here it is. Look at that, a 68% saving. These shoes were $525 retailed. They had them for $168. Are you guys seeing this? Now, you would get an additional, I'm going to keep saying that, 25% off. Now, these shoes right here were Fire by Bagley Mishka. They were only $39.98. Those are very nice. I'm going to be going back there to retrieve those shoes because I just think that silver, I just think they're very sleek, very, you know, elegant. And then these, look at these pillow top cushions inside Sam Edelman shoes. And you know, of course, your girl had to grab them because I don't have anything like that. And so those were a staple piece I did pick up. I ended up leaving with those pink shoes, by the way. And I just saw a couple of flats, you know, haven't really gotten into the flats yet. Haven't really seen, you know, a pair of flats that would consider purchasing at this point. And a couple of more shoes, a couple of more slides. I'm going over them again in case I overlooked something because I was excited by a few of those shoes there. And so, yeah. Other than that, this was a great visit at Nordstrom Rack. I saw a lot of great things. Like I said, you guys want to upgrade your wardrobe closet, you definitely can do it here. That's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Thank you and bye.